Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Yes, this is another client reading. Another North Node. And my client is female. And she's going by LP. And we're going to take a look at what we've got going on for you, sweetheart. I looked at your chart. Interesting that you're a Cappy like me. Here's what's funny. You're a Libra rising, and so am I. Both of us are Capricorn suns and Libra risings. I found that really interesting. Your North Node is located in your 10th house of Cancer. So it feels the 10th house is the house of friendships. And also, Cancer rules the 4th house of home, family. Okay, so the 10th house, or the 10th house, I'm sorry, not friends, career. So it almost feels like with your North Node in Cancer in your 10th house, very close to your MC, your midhaven at the top of your chart. So it feels like that you may have been drawn to something dealing with a home, dealing with family, or working with families is coming across very strong. It could be home-based business, being your own boss. And you definitely take pride in your home, and you nurture everybody within. And you have a very strong intuitive sense about you. And with your North Node where it's located, it almost feels like you are known or you accelerate with dealing with family and home. So I'm not sure what kind of profession you are in, but that is kind of a wide spectrum when you think about it, because your 4th house is actually ruled by Capricorn, like mine is. And Capricorn, again, we're about work. We're about stability, finances. And I have a home-based business, okay? I've had my jobs where I've gone out, worked for corporate America, and always dreaming about working from home, having my own business. And I kind of wonder if you do the same thing. And if you have followed up on it and followed through. So let's kind of take a look here. So underneath the deck, cleansing waters, purification. And I'm getting this energy of going with the flow of things, immersing yourself. Vibrant life force, your survival skills. Okay. Again, very Capricorny, very 4th house. Traveling lightly, simplifying your life. Wow. Okay. Yes, Capricorns can be really complicated, and you probably take pride in your home like I do. Wise leader, you are a beacon for others. So, I'm really curious if you have a home-based business or not. Or if you've been thinking about it. Or are you thinking about retirement? Traveling lightly could also mean moving forward to the next phase. So I'm wondering if you've ran a home-based business that you're soon thinking about retiring, and maybe even relocating to like a retirement community, and I'm not saying like an old age home or anything like that. I'm saying more like purchasing a place, condo, or whatever in a HOA that is really geared towards our golden years, our retirement years, our relaxation. because I also get relaxation here. Okay. I feel like, and going with the flow and seeing how things go. Now, that's not typical Capricorn energy, but it is with kind of Cancerian energy, going with the flow. And I just get this relaxation thing moving forward. Now, in 2023, you would have turned 6. Well, you know where you're at. So yeah, I think there's a lot of planning for the future. But maybe ending up with some working from home type of thing. It's just screaming and just very loud here. And we both have birthdays coming up. Come to me, attracting like a rose, receiving abundance and desires. There's definitely some kind of desire that you are looking for, some kind of goal here. There is a sense of abundance. And, let's face it. We like to plan. We like to have our financial security. You also got the breathing rose, heart healing, emotions, connection, and time ease. So I just get this time of taking time for yourself and embracing life, embracing it's like, what do I want to call this? Not last phase, but final few chapters of life here. Okay. Morning dew, clarity, fresh start, positive outlook. You definitely appear to be looking for a new start. And I'm just curious if you're looking to relocate, looking to move. It's like your final destination, your final home. And I almost want to say downsizing, because there's that simplifying your life. So you might be in a phase of wanting to simplify things in your environment. I almost feel like you're come really close to completing that life journey, that life path, your north node, actually. Because there's also a sense of recognition here, being recognized for all that you've done, all that effort that you've put in. Okay. And then you could tell me if you fulfilled, or you feel like you're following your life path or not. Cancer can also, I'm just seeing the water. I'm seeing other things like home health care, maybe. You fill in the blank. Those are just some things that could be coming up. Real estate, dealing with real estate, maybe. Real estate career. You let me know what it is that you have been doing. I'm really curious. But it seems to be centered around the home. And a home that it's like career-wise. Okay? And I'm not surprised to see that you are very career-focused, motivated, security. And you are very family-oriented as well. I'm not surprised to see that either. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader that you wish you had. You got 2 cards here indicating leadership, which makes me want to think of being your own boss or being in a very prominent position of leading others, teaching others, management type thing, managing your business. Empathic star seed, energetic, absorbing what's not okay. Empath. And sometimes you absorb a lot of other people's energy. So I would say you work with the public, or you were called to work with the public and help other people. Earth pulsing. Pulse of mother. Slow down time in nature. That's nurturing. Maybe you've been a homebody. And the last card I'm pulling here is the Cosmic Heart, devotion, potency. Make your life a moving prayer. There's some kind of spiritual path on this as well. And you will survive with new situations and new beginnings. So, yeah, there's a really strong sense here of turning the page, if you will. And that might be in alignment. You know, we have a lot of lessons that we have to learn in each lifetime, right? And in each lifetime, we have different phases that we go through. Yeah, this is my Almond Joy iced coffee that I made here at home. Anyhow, we're going to take a look and see where the tarot takes us. I did a lot of pre-shuffling before your reading, honey. So I know I don't have to do a lot, just kind of to save some time on the video. Okay. Ooh, that was kind of loud, wasn't it? Okay, what's coming forth that you may not see along your path? Okay, there is a decision. King of Swords. This is things that's working under the surface. Things that may not have been revealed to you yet, or maybe you have not been aware of. 3 of Pentacles. So this is a decision about work, I really feel. About where you're working, your workplace, your cooperation, who you're working with, the team. So, and that King of Swords, very much air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you are a Libra rising. Taking the lead on a project of some sort. Could be Project Home. Queen of Wands. That puts you in a very good position. You look good in the public eye. You look good in general for whatever this is. 4 of Pentacles. Okay? The 4 of Pentacles. The 4s are about stability. And they are patterns and saving. So this is kind of going along that are you looking for something extra to do from home possibly, and saving for that retirement. I just feel that you're in that stage now where you're thinking about retirement. And maybe, maybe you have enough for retirement, but it's almost like the energy of there's no such thing as too much or being too prepared for your next phase in life. 8 of Cups. That is definitely leaving something. 8 of Swords. And Ace of Cups. And I can't unsee this with the Queen of Swords. Okay. You're weighing your options right now. And I just feel that as far as going towards your following your, or continuing to follow your life path, is involving some kind of changes. You know, our life path, our journey, our destination, our north node. It's similar, it, but it transforms. What I mean by that is you could go from, say, like the healthcare field, and going from people's house to house, and say like a visiting nurse or an aide or something like that. Maybe that's something that you've done a majority of your life, serving others. In your career, Cancer, North Node. Your South Node is in your home, which is some kind of past life karma. Perhaps in a past life you might have been a healer or something like that. And what I feel like with the North Node, now that I'm looking at this, is not necessarily, it's abandonment, but not necessarily. It's more like, okay, I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to stay on the same road, but I'm going to go down the road a little bit further and see what else is there besides this that I've been doing. So this could be transforming into being, if you are in the medical industry, going from caring for other people in other people's homes to online business, maybe going from traditional medicine to natural or energetic healing. Because like I said, there's some kind of spiritual element here that I feel the rest of your North Node is saying, okay, you've learned how to deal with people. You've learned how to deal with certain situations. Now we're going to take you a step further, before you enter the end of life phase. So the next chapters of your life feels like your life path is going down kind of like caring and serving others, but on a whole nother level. Not just, okay, let's take your temperature, let's give you your bath, let's do this, let's do that, to more of an energetic, more of a holistic type of healing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but have you been drawn to holistic healing? Because it seems like that might even be the road that you are making a decision about. And I think it is about, okay, I am going to leave this old way of helping people, and I'm going to move down the road to a new way of helping people to help them feel better, if that makes sense. Okay, the Fool. You're coming in as the Fool. That is talking about, okay, your energy is saying, I am ready. I am ready for that next chapter. Because around the situation is the Page of Cups. So there is an opening here that is still kind of self-expression, and doing things from the heart. Ace of Cups here is a new beginning. It could represent healing. The Queen of Swords is somebody who wants to be fair. You want to do things the correct way. Exit the correct way. I totally agree with you. Everything that you're doing is above par, above board. You want to do things right. You do have some sense of vision here. There is a certain desire. There is a certain path that is very attractive to you. And this Page of Cups is a lot of reflection. And there is a sense of seeding that emotional need. Okay, planting seeds of love. You're planting seeds of love. You're going in a new chapter. What is the opportunity or the obstacle? Which is the Star. Okay, the Star is an opportunity of some sort of wish fulfillment, some sort of desire. And it feels like giving hope to other people. there is an opportunity to work towards. And it does feel correct to you, or it will at least. The star is that inner compass as well. I feel you are receiving guidance, and you have been receiving internal guidance, your internal compass. Excuse me. Your internal compass has been pointing you in a certain direction. And I think you just needed a little bit of a roadmap on how to get there. And the basis of this is the Page of Swords. I think that there has been a lot of research. You've been researching this, and your findings have kind of given you some inspiration. And it's kind of giving you a certain level of desire to do this, to follow this path. And it's been in the thought process, not really have taken action yet. But I feel that you are researching and gaining info, gaining intelligence upon the path in which you feel drawn to. The environment is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is that new adventure. Getting excited. I'm ready for that new adventure. And both pages could be about communication. And the pages could also be children. I would say definitely your children are out of the home. And now that they're out of the home and they've got families of their own, perhaps, you are looking at life differently of, I need to do me now. I need to take my next phase. I'm getting double roles here. And what I mean by double role is like playing mother, stay-at-home mom maybe, and working out of your house, or working part-time, going from house to house, taking care of people. You tell me what you've been doing. But I do feel that, and you're in a place now that you want to fulfill your soul wants to fulfill its contract for this particular lifetime. And what is leaving is the energy that is being released is the Hermit energy. The Hermit energy is that again, that learning. It is a sense of healing. But most of all, it is like being in the house. And that is so obvious considering where your North Node is. Homebody, taking care of the home, and everybody within it, perhaps running that home-based business, or if you were out taking care of other people, you're transforming that into a home-based business. But I feel like that you are coming out of that phase of stay-at-home mom energy, and you are moving towards something that your heart is kind of pulling you towards. Okay. Knight of Swords, and you're going to take off. Maybe very suddenly. I think once you get the answers and the intel and the information that you need, you are going to take off on this new adventure rather quickly. Okay. Strength. That's another aspect of you. That's where your attitude towards this, you have very strong emotions and ideas about this. And there's a sense of being disciplined. Not surprised. Capricorn. But this is also king of your domain. There is a sense of being in a place of power, a place of strength, being in a very strong position to be able to do this. And the environment is the Hanged Man. So, kind of like there is something here that is kind of been a hang-up that might have been holding you back a bit in this transformation, in this change. I'm really curious about what that is, but I'm not clarifying yet. But there's something that's been kind of holding you back. And I feel that the spirit is saying, yeah, you've been held back by environmental circumstances, whether it's raising children, maybe raising grandchildren, or watching or babysitting grandchildren, whatever it is. You know, there's a stuck energy. And now you're looking at things differently. And I would say this has really hit you hard this past year. Because when you turned 60 in 2023, I think, oh my God, I'm 60. And I feel that hit you hard. That might have even turned your world upside down, or your head upside down there for a minute. But it was meant to. So that you can look at all the aspects and see all the different angles and look at everything, your life in general, from a different viewpoint, a different perspective. And as you look at things from a different perspective, it gives you the opportunity to make plans and enact those plans. Okay, let's see what your next step is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles is firmly planted seeds, watching something grow, and there is time element built in. So Pentacles usually represent years, and so I'm not saying that you've been thinking about this for 7 years. Maybe you have. But I feel that this involves planting the seeds for the next 7 years. Just saying, 67, maybe you officially completely retire. But I feel that you are building something to set you up for a certain goal that you are going to reach in about 7 years. Just saying. Potential outcome is the Justice. I love it. There you are, your Libra rising. And that is you rising to the top. Everything balancing out. It's a plan that is coming together. And this is also indication of being on the correct path. There is a certain personal truth here. And the scales are balancing. You've weighed things out. And you're going to be weighing things out very soon. So the final outcome is a decision being made. And it feels like the correct decision. Three of Wands, your plans. Okay. Five of Swords. Okay. There might be this realization that, okay, Four of Wands. Okay. The Five of Swords is not a pretty card. But it almost feels like, especially with the Hanged Man in the environment, that you've done a lot of sacrificing for everybody in the environment. And I say this with love because I understand you, honey. We have such similar charts, very similar. You know, there's certain differences, like my North Node is in Aries. But there's 9 years difference between you and I. Or no, 6 years difference between you and I. So, I get that. And I'm getting that there might even be a little bit of resentment. Just saying that maybe not. I don't know if resentment is the right word. A lower level or lower intensity of outright resentment. But maybe regret is a little bit of a better word to describe the energy of all this time. I wish I would have done this sooner type of energy. But there is a celebration. So you are definitely shifting gears because you felt like you've been on the wrong path for way too long. And you are shifting gears and you are going on the right path. Okay, you are going on the right path. I really want to look at this Hangman energy. I'm really curious about that. The Hierophant. There was a certain level of commitment that may have been, you were committed to sacrificing. That could be a marriage. Four of Cups. Certain commitments, you felt stuck because of certain commitments and missed out on opportunities. So your soul, your heart space is saying, okay, I am doing what I want to do. Four of Swords. You may not be verbalizing this yet. You have, let's see, we got the I know I saw the four of Pentacles here. Four of Cups, Four of Swords, Four of Wands. We got all the fours here. Fours, like I said, can be stagnation or stability. And the fours are also our patterns. So there has been a certain life pattern that you felt like you missed out on a lot. You missed out on certain opportunities. But and this is something that this has been on your mind for a little while now. Probably this whole entire year, all of 2023 at best. Okay. But thinking about missed opportunities, things that you wish you would have done. And I see you moving forward and taking advantage of this time. And empty nest, not empty nest syndrome, just empty nest. And your life purpose moving forward is to do what you love and do it for you, for your soul. And if you get enjoyment on helping other people, then do that. And I do feel very spiritual path here. That's incredible. I mean, that I like that energy. Okay, let's get a few of these cards. Okay, we'll do it your way, Spirit. Nothing wanted to pop out, so. $16, the stars. Reaching for the stars. Reaching goals. Okay? Certain wishes. And things balancing for you. 16 is also a card of healing. Card of temperance. 25, diamond ring. There seems to be some kind of proposal, an agreement. Oh, this is a statement of intent from you. That is commitment. And reduces to a 7, the Chariot, which also is moving things forward. I just got to throw this out there, especially with the Hierophant there. Are you married? Or are you getting married? I'm just curious because there seems to be something there in your environment that might have been contributing to you being stuck. I'm just kind of wondering if this means reaching beyond If it means leaving a partnership, perhaps, that you may have been thinking about leaving a partnership that may have been disappointing, that may have kept you stuck and held you back, you could comment below or send me a message. We got the tracks. This is forward momentum. 3 is Empress, knowing your value and your worth and moving that forward towards abundance. 21 is the Judgment card, Albatross. There's a good omen. You are moving forward and dropping certain baggage and burdens. Okay, so what I feel here, to be totally blunt, I feel like the Albatross was a commitment that you had. It echoes here with the Hierophant. Hierophant is a permission. It is a commitment. Okay, and you weren't giving yourself permission to break out of your situation because of certain obligations that you felt tied to. And this has been, you've been thinking about this a lot, thinking about the change, thinking about changing directions because you were burdened down with a certain commitment. And you are getting and it may have weighed your energy down, but you stuck it out. You had the stamina to stick it out until now. So your wish and your desire here involves to reach for the stars. You want to move forward. You want some kind of forward momentum into your next phase. And there are certain dreams that you want to follow. And it might be involving leaving other commitments behind. Just saying. Okay? So, this is kind of where I see things going for you. I'm really curious about your occupation because that is definitely here. There is a little bit of undertones of relationships and other commitments. So, I'm really curious. Anyhow, that's what I have for you, sweetheart. I hope you found this helpful and useful. I love you, and I will see you in a reading near you. Until next time, love and light.